Good evening, I'm Cynthia Arthur. Welcome to News at 10. The government will study thoroughly whether interstate travel and visits can be allowed in conjunction with Hari Raya Aidilfitri festive season, which falls in May. Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin said any decision will depend on the figures related to COVID-19 pandemic currently still hitting the country.
Ini isu-isu yang kerajaan setiap hari menimbang. Macam sekarang ni di bulan puasa, alhamdulillah katanya mufti dah keluarkan fatwa boleh buat sembahyang tarawih. Dulu tak boleh. Lepas ni besok nak raya, mungkin boleh buat sembahyang raya bersama-sama takbir dan sebagainya. Ataupun selepas itu sama ada boleh melawat ziarah. Kalau rumah sebelah boleh lakon. Tapi nak rentas negeri balik kampung, saya belum dapat nak bagi jawapan. Tapi itu kita akan teliti dan insyaAllah nanti akan diumumkan bila masa yang sesuai.
Tan Sri Muhyiddin also reminded the community to continue to adhere to the prescribed standard operating procedures (SOP) to ensure the COVID-19 cases in the country continue to drop. Previously, the government has allowed for the Ramadan Bazaar and Tarawih prayer to be conducted under strict SOP. He said this when speaking at a breakfast with the Felkra Bukit Kepong community in Muar today. Meanwhile, the Prime Minister called on the people to immediately register for the National COVID-19 Immunization Program (PICK). He said the public should take advantage of the immunization program that provides COVID-19 vaccines free of charge.
Tapi untuk memelihara kehidupan kita, kesihatan kita, ini dasar kerajaan. Bila dah jadi satu dasar untuk beri suntikan percuma kepada rakyat Malaysia dan yang bukan rakyat dalam negara kita, ambil peluang ini. Sudah percuma kita daftar sebagai. Baru semalam saya diberi taklimat oleh Saudara Khairi Jamaluddin dan Menteri Kesihatan Dr. Adham Baba. Setakat hari ini sudah 7 juta. Saya nak kalau naik sampai 10, 15, 26 juta dalam satu tempoh yang tidak terlalu panjang.
The Prime Minister said the public should not be afraid of getting vaccinated, as he himself and his wife, Puan Sri Noraini Abdul Rahman, have completed the full vaccination regimen recently. A total of 828 Malaysians contracted COVID-19 abroad since last year. According to the Deputy Foreign Minister, Dato' Kamaruddin Jaafar, the cases involved Malaysians residing in 38 countries, including Singapore.
Masih ada lagi rakyat Malaysia di seluruh dunia yang mengikut maklumat kita positif, iaitu sekitar 800 orang rakyat Malaysia yang setakat ini dalam rekod kita terkena dijangkiti COVID-19.
He said this to reporters after attending a Jelajah Malaysia Prihatin program in Bandar Tun Razak Cheras today. Dato' Kamaruddin said based on the records that there are still a small number of Malaysians abroad infected with COVID-19 and many have recovered. On the situation of Malaysians in Chile following the quarantine order in the country, Dato' Kamaruddin said the Malaysians were reported to be doing well. He added the Malaysian embassy in Chile will continue to monitor the latest developments and be in frequent contact with the affected Malaysians and their families in the country. Last Monday, the Chilean government announced that over 13 million people will be subjected to quarantine from the 25th of March due to a surge in COVID-19 cases. The National COVID-19 Immunization Program, PICK, continues as another 11,374 individuals have received their second vaccine jabs so far. With this, a total of 104,931 individuals, which consist of frontliners, have been fully vaccinated. Sarawak tops the number of individuals that completed their vaccination by state, with 12,100, followed by 11,411 individuals in Kelantan and 10,890 in Kuala Lumpur. Meanwhile, only 7,094,484 individuals have registered for the PICK. This translates to only about 29.3% of the total Malaysia's population. Members of the public are urged to register for the PICK in order to achieve herd immunity. Under the PICK, the first phase of vaccination from February to April is for 500,000 frontliners, including healthcare workers. The second phase, from April to August, will cover 9.4 million people from the high-risk groups, including senior citizens aged 60 and above, and those with morbidity problems such as heart disease, obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure, as well as persons with disabilities, PWD. For the third phase of the program, from May this year to February 2022, it covers those aged 18 and above, targeting about 14 million individuals. Meanwhile, the number of active COVID-19 cases continues to fiddle around the 14,000 mark as the Health Ministry records almost equal number of fresh infections and recoveries for the past few days. Health Director General Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham Abdullah, in a statement today, reports 1,257 recoveries and 1,199 new infections. Explaining further, Tan Sri Dr. Noor Hisham said Selangor remained a state with highest number of fresh infections with 283, followed by Sarawak with 267 cases and Kelantan with 138 cases. He said in total 14,209 cases remains active, with 167 patients currently being held in the ICU, 72 of whom requiring ventilator support. The Health Director General also reported 2 new deaths, raising the death toll to 1,251. 10 COVID-19 clusters were also reported to be inactive, leaving a total of 392 clusters as active after 9 new ones emerged nationwide. An enhanced movement control order, EMCO, will be enforced on lockups for illegal immigrants at Complex KDN Setia Tropika and Immigration Department at Bangunan Sultan Iskandar in Johor Bahru, Johor. Senior Minister for Security, Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob, in a statement today, said the EMCO will commence from the 28th of March until the 10th of April. He explained that the Health Ministry has discovered a surge of positive COVID-19 cases in the areas involved. This came following screenings conducted on 82 illegal immigrants at Complex KDN Setia Tropika, found 39 positive cases. Meanwhile, at the Immigration Department in Bangunan Sultan Iskandar, 51 positive cases were discovered. The senior minister also explained that the implementation of the EMCO will ease Health Ministry's effort to conduct targeted screenings and curb the infection in the community. Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri also announced that the EMCO at Kampung Lingkudau in Keningau, Sabah will end tomorrow. No compromise on child abuse. The government and its relevant agencies will emphasize on the importance of financial knowledge and planning to the people, as this can help to avert unmanageable debt, bankruptcy, as well as various scams. Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Seri Zafrul Tengku Abdul Aziz said financial knowledge and planning is crucial for a more certain future for any individual.
Kurangnya pengetahuan dalam pengurusan kewangan boleh menjadi satu faktor penyumbang kepada ketidaktentuan masa hadapan. Dengan merancang kewangan, anda boleh mengelakkan perbelanjaan berlebihan, hutang yang tidak terurus, kebankrapan ataupun kebergantungan kepada orang lain.
Speaking after officiating the My Money and Me virtual workshop today, the minister added that the issue would always remain current, giving its relevance to everyone at all stages of life. This year's My Money and Me program features speakers from various financial institutions in Malaysia, such as the Credit Counselling and Debt Management Agency, Federation of Investment Managers Malaysia, Inland Revenue Board of Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia, Securities Commission Malaysia, Life Insurance Association of Malaysia, Malaysian Takaful Association, and Malaysian Financial Planning Council. Prime Minister Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin has launched the Pago Special Economic Zone in Muar Johor, which will drive economic and industrial activities, so thus making the northern Johor region as high-impact economic region by 2045. He said that the development of the first phase of the zone will involve 172 hectares of industrial areas and 168 hectares of commercial centres valued at about 1.1 billion ringgit. According to the Premier, the development of the zone would take about 5 to 7 years for completion. He explained that the development planning of the project was done after considering the future population growth in Pago, which is expected to increase to 450,700 by the year 2030.
Ini adalah pelaksanaan janji Kerajaan Perikatan Nasional untuk memastikan bukan saja kebajikan rakyat Malaysia di Parlimen Pagoh ini dapat dipelihara, tetapi untuk meningkatkan peluang-peluang pendapatan rakyat Malaysia secara amnya agar kemakmuran negara dapat dikongsi dan diagihkan secara adil dan saksama di kalangan seluruh lapisan masyarakat.
Tan Sri Muhyiddin, who is also the Pago MP and Bukit Gambir Assemblyman, announced that DRB Highcom Berhad and Malakoff Corporation Berhad have expressed their interest to invest in the Pago Special Economic Zone. He said DRB Highcom, through subsidiary Proton Holdings Berhad, planned to build an automotive-related component manufacturing plant similar to the one in Tanjung Malim, Perak. As for Malakoff, he said one of the group's subsidiaries aimed to build a plant to produce solar panels for solar power generation. On another matter, Tan Sri Muhyiddin has ordered the Education Ministry to expedite digitalization of the education system to improve the quality of education in the country. The Premier said with this, more students will be able to access quality education.
Maka tidak dapat kita elakkan selain daripada kita menyediakan satu ekosistem pendidikan yang agak sesuai, ialah untuk mengupayakan pelajar dan guru kita dengan alat-alat yang membolehkan mereka itu belajar walau di mana sekalipun mereka berada. Dan ini bermakna bahawa sistem pendidikan negara kita mesti menuju ke arah sistem pendidikan digital ataupun digital education.
Tan Sri Muhyiddin also explained that the government has taken heed of the COVID-19 pandemic situation that has hit the country and as such understand the need for the digitalization of the education system. The Women, Family and Community Development Ministry will not compromise with anyone suspected of child abuse and committing offences under the Child Act 2001. Its Minister, Datuk Sri Rina Muhammad Harun, said the ministry viewed seriously a viral video showing mistreatment of a kindergarten teacher towards her student.
Dan kita harapkan perkara ini tidak berulang lagi dan sepatutnya sebagai cikgu mereka ini mendidik, membimbing, menyayangi anak-anak itu dalam mendapatkan ilmu pengetahuan. Jadi di pihak kementerian kita berharap agar pihak berkuasa akan menjalankan siasatan dengan segera dan kita tak akan berkompromi mana-mana yang kita dapati bersalah dalam melanggari kanak-kanak tahun 2001 ini. Ya, di pihak kementerian kita nak minta juga sebab kita ada talian kasih. Ya, kita kalau ada perkara-perkara yang mencurigakan, ada perkara-perkara ini kita minta supaya rakyat untuk telefon kepada talian kasih 15999 supaya aduan dapat dibuat.
The 10-second video, which had sparked public outrage, showed a female teacher lifting and hurling the boy, and the act was watched by other kindergarten students. Yesterday, Shah Alam Police Chief ACP Baharuddin Mat Taib was reported to have said that the victim's mother had lodged a report on the matter, and the police had called the teacher concerned to record her statement. In a related development, Dato Sri Rina also informed that a special act will be tabled at Parliament by next year. The act's draft is still in the consultation stage with stakeholders.
Jadi kita lihat keperluan kepada orang undang-undang ni. Jadi kita tengah menggubal dan kita tengah buat sesi engagement dengan pihak-pihak stakeholders ya, supaya kita nak jadikan rang undang-undang ni apabila dibentangkan dan diluluskan, dia bukan sekadar jadi rang undang-undang tapi dia dapat diimplementasikan. Execution tu yang penting.
The Special Act for Elderly will guarantee their welfare when gazetted as Malaysia reach its elderly country phase by 2030. The Communications and Multimedia Ministry, KKMM, is identifying a company which could provide contributions to establish a foundation to assist media personnel who have lost their employment. Its Deputy Minister, Dato Zahidi Zainul Abidin, hope that the setting up of the foundation would be realised in a month or two.
Kita tengah cari syarikat yang ada 1 juta untuk memberi sumbangan. Sebab antara syarat yayasan ni kena ada satu syarikat untuk memberi jaminan, memberi derma 1 juta.
Dato Zahidi said the proposed foundation is to assist media personnel who have served the community well. He added that through the foundation, courses as well as business opportunities in new fields could be created for media personnel who lost their jobs due to changes in the industry and effects of COVID-19 pandemic. Earlier, Dato Zahidi said the foundation would be managed by an association related to the media with the assistance of the government. Sungai Besi Ulu Klang Elevated Expressway Suk has provided car parking spaces, pedestrian walkways and shuttle van services to Puncak Banyan residents and those living nearby. This announcement is made to ensure the safety and comfort of those who have been affected by the crane collapse incident in Alam Damai last Monday. Project Lintasan Kota Holdings Sendirian Berhad Pro Lintas announced in a statement today that the services, which began yesterday, were temporary and would last until the crane gantry structure was moved and repair work is completed. It said a new access route has been built behind Block A of the condominium to ensure the safety of residents, with spotlights turned on at night and security guards on duty 24 hours daily. For the convenience of residents without their own vehicles, Suk has also prepared 2 shuttle vans that will operate from 7 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. every day. In last Monday's incident, 3 Chinese nationals were killed, while a motorist was seriously injured when a gantry crane toppled over, collapsed at the Suk construction site near Puncak Banyan, Persiaran Alam Damai, Cheras. That's it from us this evening. In our top story, government to study interstate travel for Idul Fitri. Join us for updates at noon at 12:30 tomorrow. I'm Cynthia Arthur. Thank you for watching.